January 18, we had about a week of abnormally warm temperatures after about a month and a half of really cold. So everything's kind of defrosted. The frost is at the ground. Snow's pretty well all gone. Fun little bits there. There seems to be a little bit down the woods there still. So we're back out here relic hunting. So hopefully we get on something good today. We had last 2 trips out here haven't been very good, but we got half a day, so we'll see what we can dig up. Just started up the detector. Walked about a foot. And that's not exactly what I expected to find here. A 2-ounce lead sinker. Strange for the woods. Well, whatever. A handful of modern stuff, semi-moderns from the early 80s. So it's some 5.56, it's 7.62 51 blanks. You see long 7.62 blanks. Wee little 5.56s. Quite a stack right there. I'll come out of that hole. There's still more down there too. See down there. Find a lot of those here. Not usually in humps like this. Usually just scattered around, but a nice pile here. Got an 80-81 signal here. It's usually a coin, so I'm gonna flip this plug out. We'll dig together. Okay. Oh, that fell apart horrible. Better get out the pro pointer. Pro pointer. Oh, there it is. Look at that. First coin of the day, and it's a penny, and it's from 1985. That's not very old. Oh well, better than nothing, I guess. Not by much. See a nice clear spot here. Used to be a parking lot for a hospital, which was over where those woods are. This wasn't all woods, but now they tear us around here on motorbikes and whatnot. So I expect we have a motorbike penny. Penny. First 303 blank of the day. It's 1943. Most of them here are 43. Sometimes you get earlier ones. You get deep in the woods here, you find a lot of 1918, 1919 stuff that was actually a Mark 7 ball that had the bullet pulled and was re-necked into a blank. That must have been really early on here. But out in this edge of it, it's mostly 40s. But it's a good sign because this is the first 303 blank. So I'm going to switch the detector from coin into relic, and we'll see if we can find some steel goodies too. Usually you find caps from the boots and heel plates and whatnot. They're pretty common here, so it's a good start. And a nice padlock. It's a Corbin padlock. Looks like somebody busted it open. Kind of bent. Somebody had their goodies thieved. Pitched out here in the woods. I almost didn't dig that. It was a really ugly signal because of the 2 metals. You want it and you get the metal and you get the copper, brass, right? Iron brass, iron brass, iron brass. So it's like 30, 70, 30, 70. I don't know if I want to dig that. It looks like crap. But well, sometimes you do find decent stuff when you dig those signals. I've been threatening to get a detector with no VDI on it. You get picky. And I'm quite sure we're missing a lot of stuff that should be dug, because you're like, I'm not digging any more 64s today, because that's just more modern brass. But it's probably bad, just I haven't found one yet. So doing good. Nice part of woods here. I'm gonna zigzag this bit of woods here, see what I can find. Another piece of 303 brass. This is a Dominion Arsenal, 1944. This was pretty close to the surface, actually. I thought it was modern stuff, but let's see if we can zoom in on it. Ooh, it's hard to see. It's in pretty good shape. You can see the crimped end from the blank. Where, it's pretty nice stuff. Pretty solid. A lot of this old stuff, the necks are really brittle. But yeah, there you go. So brass, as it gets old, gets brittle. 70 years in the ground out here now. Exactly 70 for this one. And the necks are real delicate. So if you're collecting them, you want nice ones to collect. You're going to do some electrolysis cleaning on them because they clean up really well. You probably only get about 10% that are good and solid that you can put the electrolysis to them and clean them up nice without busting the necks on them like that. So, yep. A little bit of snow. So far so good. The ground has been just absolutely perfect. So I'm pleased as punch to get out today. Interesting little tidbit here is the charge from a 2-inch mortar shell. This goes in the base up inside the fins, and then that launches the 2-inch mortar shell. It's actually a 28 gauge, like a 28 gauge shotgun shell. It's really grubby. It's got a lot of rust on it, so I can't see any markings on it, but it might clean up. So if I can get anything out of it, I'll throw a picture here. Oh, he's showing us another 303 blank. How exciting. Actually, this one is kind of neat. It's nothing fired. The primer's still intact. Crimp is still crimped. I find these quite occasionally out here. They seem to have left quite a trail of them. So it's pretty sweet. A little more snow over here. And just come from that way. You can see right here, and it's getting a little thicker over there. So we're coming near the river valley. Found some coins along it, so maybe we'll get lucky and find some war date coin. I love war date coins. Silver. Looks like somebody lost their knife. Had some nice mother of pearl grips that I put the shovel into. Fake mother of pearl. Look at that. Some kind of foil underneath. An early plastic. Dropped it while working, blade's still open. That sucks. He's kind of cruddy. Look at that. Cruddy. Neat. I love finding knives like this. Somebody was like, God damn, where did I leave my knife? 70 years later, hey buddy, I found your knife. There's a first for me here. Got a bunch of linked. Oh, dark, there we go. Linked 5x6. Blanks, unfired. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 linked 5x6. Links are still, except for one, pretty pliable. And I got another 30 beep right there. I expected more. So if it is, you'll see them. If it isn't, then I will continue on to the next treasure. Got a base off of a flare cartridge. This one doesn't have any markings on it. Sometimes they're eely marked, but not this one. We're down by the edge of the river. We drop off right there. We're working along the edge of the cliff here. Internals from a number 36 grenade. The part that the fuse goes in. Fuse goes in. Plungers up here. Didn't expect to find that over here actually. We're not close to the grenade range, so it must have been a pocket carry or maybe just real good air. There's the money we're after. Look at that. Ground over here is harder and through someone's head though. Let's see what we got. It should be a Georgie. It's dirty as oh, get out. I don't know. It's a green coin. She is crusty. Hold on. Let's clean her up a bit and I'll get right back to you. Yeah, it's a Georgie. It's this thing will zoom. There we go. It's 1942 Canadian penny. It's really cruddy though. Can't see George at all. But It should clean up okay. It's just got a good crusty layer of stuff on it. I put my thumbnail to it. Get that. So, but you can see the edge of the maple leaf right there. And the date. That's a pleasant find. I enjoy these. So hopefully there's another one around here. We shall see. We shall see. Penny number 2. This is about 4 feet from the first one. And a 1944. And it's got George on. I don't know if you can see George or not. He's pretty crusty there. There's George's neck. On top of George's head. And George the 6th. A young George. Mostly we find young George and cranky George in Nova Scotia. Although occasionally you find some of the older relatives. Now, there's a pit there. The ground here is froze. Hard digging. Doesn't get much sun on this side of the hill. So. Hooray for 2 Georgies. I wish there were some Georgie nickels. Or better, Georgie quarters. Another penny. 1942. Georgie on the back. Hard to see again. These are really crusty here today. You just kind of see George there. So, you can see 42 pretty good though. Look at that. That's doing pretty good for this place. I'm quite pleased. Quite pleased. I'm going to climb up this hill though. Not too pleased with that. Over here near the barracks now. A foundation of one of the old buildings that was here. This one actually has crawl space under it. But you can see the local savages doing what they do best. Threw a bunch of garbage in there, so what a bunch of fucking peckerheads. I'm gonna work down this outside block, back in the woods and back to the car. Probably about an hour left. So that last 20 minutes of woods was bare. There was nothing to dig. So hopefully this does a little better for us. Well, I'm walking along in the woods here, swinging the detector, and I see, shit, look at that over there. That must be a geocache. That's awesome, because I haven't found a cache yet detecting. I used to do that because it's kind of fun. I got over here, and I don't think so. It just is a airtight container full of toothpaste. Well, at least it ain't sex toys. Fucked in the head. Alright, we're going back now out of the snow again. So, a little slow in here too. What a difference 12 hours makes. We got home yesterday afternoon, and by supper time it was snowing. And we got a good ground cover. No wind last night, so I just stuck to everything. It's crazy snow. The trees are just covered. So it looks like we're down for a bit again. But it's nice to get out yesterday, that's for sure. The pocket knife was nice. I'll get some pictures of the stuff they're cleaning up now. 3 Georgie pennies, that was nice. 1 new penny. I could find one of those in the driveway. So anyway, I'll see you next time we get a warm spell.